So I was going to take this off.
Yeah.
But
It looks like you're naked.
It looks like
Kerri and Caroline, who just got out of the shower.
Flosstube extra.
Triple X.
So I'll leave this on.
Yeah. That's
also, we got told last week that we were too close to the camera.
Oh. Well, it's funny that you say that because I get pictures DM'd to me of people watching us on TV, and I usually respond, "What the hell? That is a huge TV."
With two gigantic heads.
Yeah.
So yes, I'm trying the camera a little further away today, but you gotta understand that neither of us have good vision. The screen is this big.
Yeah.
And I have to also make sure that what we're showing you is in focus.
Yeah.
So
I literally have a 30-inch focal range, so
if everything's out of focus today, well, you've only got yourself to blame.
that's right.
And that was literally all the comments said. You ladies are too close to the screen. Something like that. And
oh goodness, that's awkward.
it was amusing. It amused me anyways. All right. So, oh my gosh, I have so much stuff here. So much stuff. Look at how like neat and tidy you are. I have 3 piles, but I just can't get there.
I don't know.
Some people
okay.
have a real knack of just having everything look tidy. That is not
What
me.
do you want?
Oh, sorry. I was putting away scrap.
I'm just joking, Matt.
All right, we had a giveaway 2 weeks ago on our last
Nice.
Flosstube, so I do have those names ready to go with 3 Teresa Kogut charts. I'll show them all to you because I'm just going to send these out in the order that you email me. So it's a surprise which one you're going to get.
Nice.
So the first one is In Our Home. I'm not taking these out of the plastic, so hopefully there's not too much glare there. And then we have Pernice Manor. And Love is the Key. Super cute. Okay,
Excellent.
we had, and I did take screen captures of the winners, so I will put your comment up on the screen here. The first winner was Frankie Roniker, 1794. Congratulations. Winner number 2 is a woman who I actually know, Suzanne LeMay, 5021. And the third winner was Steve Buckwalter, 3592. And I know I've seen your name as well.
That's
a
amazing.
few times. So congratulations, you guys. Well done. Well done for leaving me a comment with the word creative in it. You guys are the 3 winners of those charts. Please email me, caroline@evertote.ca, and we'll get those out into the mail to you. Now, speaking of mail, speaking of post, just a heads up that at the moment we're running a little short-staffed and we're about to be very short-staffed. Next week, both Emma, who is our lead packing and shipping guru downstairs for Evertote, we never introduced ourselves.
Kerri, Caroline.
My name's Caroline. I'm the owner of Evertote.
I'm Kerri, owner of Roxy Floss Co.
And we are recording here in London, Ontario, Canada on February the 22nd, 2024. A little late, better late than never. Emma is our packing and shipping manager here at Evertote downstairs. She's going away for a week on vacation. And I am also myself going away next week. Hannah has been away. She's preparing for an opera at school, so she's kind of been, flying around here doing some work when she can. She hasn't been here all week, and she's on reduced hours again next week. So
Rebecca's going away.
Rebecca is also going away.
Yeah.
Who is Kerri's assistant down in the dye studio. Yeah. So
guess what? Julie, Daniel, and Kerri are gonna have a party.
these 3 are gonna go crazy. Oh, and Matt too. You got Matt.
Yeah.
Don't forget.
That's right.
he's always up in his sewing room with his headphones in. So you always know when he's here because he's here all the time. But he laughs because he listens to funny things all day.
It's the most joyous
and
thing
it is,
to hear.
It really is.
Yeah.
He's got the best laugh. And you can hear it throughout the entire building. So, yeah. So to wrap that up in a neat little bow, orders for Evertote. Today's her last day. I'm going to be packing and shipping tomorrow. And then depending on how things are sitting order-wise, I might come in and pack and ship on Saturday. And then no orders are going to be shipped out next week. And then things will resume the week after March the 4th. Things will pick back up again. If you've got any questions, you can email us at any time. Though next week we might be a little slow to answer. How's your stitching calendar coming along?
It's good. It's not
your
fancy.
Journal.
Definitely not fancy. I'm too lazy to go and find my box of stickers. But I've just been using, I've got the stickers that
From Lori.
No, it wasn't included. It was an expansion pack
thing.
So I bought those. I've got those bulldog clipped into my...
Lori is my crazy life.
Yeah.
These are her cross stitch journals.
Yep. And
looking good.
Yep. Plain, but that's okay.
Looking good.
I'm using those new start stickers a lot. There's 5 of them there.
So there's me. I was just telling Kerri that I started getting lazy and just using arrows when I didn't work on anything different the next day instead of rewriting it again. At least I'm writing it and I'm trying to get over my perfectionist tendencies of it's not perfect, so stop using it.
Yeah.
Still, I'm like 2 months in, man. Look at that.
We've almost developed a habit.
They say it takes 30 days, but with us it takes a little longer. we're heading in,
a little slower on the uptake.
We're heading in there, so good. So you had 5 new starts this month?
Well, I've had 4 this month, and then I've got my
your planned leap year start,
which I'm starting to stress about, but that's okay.
Oh,
I'm the only person in the world that stresses over a new start in cross stitch.
I suspect there are many other people who feel the same way, and they probably feel good that you're talking about it.
Maybe.
So
It's so I'm starting a chatelaine in a small little stitch along that we're doing. If you want to join us, by all means. We don't have a hashtag yet. We'll figure it out on the day up, I'm sure. Yeah, so it's a big project. It's out of my comfort zone. A lot of specialty stitches. The materials are overwhelming.
Yeah.
So we'll see how it goes.
Yeah.
It's just X's.
It's a lot.
Actually, it's not just X's.
It's not just X's. No, chatelaines are next level.
They are. So it's all right. Long-term project.
And what is your chatelaine project that you're going to be starting?
I'm doing Alpine Mandela. I'm doing the Outlander edition. So I'm pretty hepped about that.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
I have also purchased a chatelaine. I have no business. I have zero business.
Yeah.
Starting a chatelaine. But you know what? I was so jazzed watching Kerri and Barbie talk about their stuff and prepping their stuff, and I thought, why not?
I mean, this has been going on since last May.
I know.
The prep for this project.
I know. So, the pressure was on. So I chose the Victorian Secret Garden, the Victorian Garden. So I bought the chart, and I am waiting for, I purchased the kit from European Cross Stitch.
Yeah.
So, and I do know that it takes quite a while.
Number of months.
To come from them. So I will not be starting on with these guys. I'll be starting later on.
I bought a, winter water garden on Black Friday from European Cross Stitch, and here we are at the end of February and it hasn't arrived yet.
Wow.
So 3 months.
Yeah. I think that's normal. I think a lot of those supplies are hard to get.
I think so.
And so that's probably why they have to wait for all of these. I mean, it's a big job kitting those things up.
Yeah.
So many special supplies, and some of them, they don't make anymore. So they substitute them for other things, and they have to figure out
that would be a full-time job in itself, is just figuring out substitutions.
And from what I've heard, they do an excellent job.
They really do.
Yeah. Cool. So I've been keeping, I don't know who I am. Seriously.
Yeah.
Because
really.
I never do stuff like this.
Like I
always wanted to be someone who did stuff like this, but it's never happened before. So all I needed to do was, turn 50. And I'm not 50 yet, but I'm getting there. It's my 50th year. So I have 50 for 50 is going on this year.
I'm actually speechless at this.
I think that I'm actually I'm going for more than 50.
Nice.
I'm wondering if I should do 50 starts and 50 finishes.
Oh, there you go.
I know.
I think you can pull that off.
That's a little maybe too ambitious. I'm not sure I can get 50 finishes this year. But I can definitely get 50 starts. So I am up to 7 finishes and 8 starts since January 1st.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's good.
Thanks.
I like it.
Thank you. And I'm keeping careful track of all of my details, materials used, the dates I started. I know. I have been recording Flosstube videos since 2017 and I have never done this.
Wow.
Ever. Like I've been the worst Flosstuber ever.
I feel like you didn't leave yourself enough pages though.
There's enough.
Okay.
Well, maybe. Starts and finishes. So there's 1, 2, yeah, we'll see. Don't harsh my vibe, lady.
Amazing.
So, yes.
That's great.
I got 2 new starts ready to go.
I was going to say something, but I can't.
I did the giveaway.
Oh, you know what I think we should do?
What?
I'll whisper it to you.
Okay. Oh, you're crazy. That would literally be a 6-hour video. She wants to do a whip parade.
That it would be a
Have you seen the pile of scroll rods in there? The first time Kerri actually saw my stuff, she looked at it and she said, well, that's a scroll rod graveyard.
It'd be such a lengthy video.
I can't even imagine how long that video would be.
No.
I don't even know how many whips I have. Many.
I still want to know that number.
For me?
Yeah. Oh, I know. I've got mine under control. I mean, they're not under control, but I know a number.
Okay.
And I'm not into whip shaming. It's just, it blows me away. I watched a little bit of Jen Lee's whip parade yesterday from a month or so ago. It was a 3.5 hour long video, and she did that 222 starts 2 years ago, right?
I know. I've watched half of that. I still need to go in and watch the other half, but the problem is I can't do anything while I'm watching it.
I know.
Because every new chart that comes out, I'm like,
yeah.
And then the next, yeah.
And you almost need to lock down your web browser so you're not purchasing as.
I know.
Oh, that's nice.
I know. She's got great patterns, and she's so well organized.
I love how her brain thinks.
Yeah, she's incredibly organized. She knows exactly where things are, what they are for, when she started it, what the supplies are, where the supplies are that she needs. It's incredible.
Yeah. And
her mom sitting with her cute as a button, you know, who is all in for Jen's plans. Like when Jen did she was turning 40?
I think so.
On the 22nd of the second month of 2022.
Yeah.
Right? So that's why she started 222 projects.
Yeah.
2022. And yeah, phenomenal. And her mother made her a project bag for every single one.
Yeah. And she's working through them.
I love that. Like I love that.
Yeah.
I think that's so fun.
Yeah.
And
really
she is literally working through them all. It's amazing. She's phenomenal. That's Jen Lee, Lee, and her channel is Quirks and Stitches. Quirks. Quirks and Stitches. Yeah, it's a 3-hour video. I know, right? So, you know what? I've always kind of, sort of, but didn't want to know the number. So I do, and I think it would probably be good for me if I knew the number. Now that I've turned over this new leaf of, you know, writing stuff down.
I have to admit, curiosity is killing this cat.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we'll see what we can do. Maybe that's a summertime project.
Okay. And it could be like in a mini series format.
It might have to be. Might have to be. Because I don't even know when. And would it only be stitching? Not other crafts?
It can only be stitching.
Okay. Well, that would help. That would help. Okay. All right. Well, I'll tentatively say yes.
Okay.
But no time soon.
Okay. Sounds fair.
I had a couple of finishes. Well, I had one finish and 2 FFOs But I did show these last week in my other Flosstube Off the Grid Needle Arts. I had my friend Neil framed a couple of pieces for me. This is a Lizzie Kate. It was a trio of charts.
It's great.
Thank you.
Oh, I love it.
I love it too.
Sorry, and Neil framed that?
Yep.
Nice.
Neil framed this one.
Good.
Yeah, you know, I'm still waiting to hear back from the other. Remember I told you I might have a lead on a framer? Well,
yeah.
I dumped 7 whips with him and I haven't heard back from him yet. I have a feeling I either A, overwhelmed him.
Yeah.
And he's like, because I kind of told him that, you know, I know that, you know, you come highly trusted and how busy are you? Because I think once you figure out how we're going to work together, a lot of people are going to be interested in coming here to have this done. So did I tell you? I don't even think I told you. He was going to pin everything.
Okay.
Because I told him, I said, I know you don't lace. Neil told me that he didn't lace. So I said, pinning is fine. And we kind of chatted about sort of what I wanted with other things. Well, my friend Neil, who is my friend and frames stuff for me, apparently got a phone call from this particular man. I'm not going to give you his details yet because, again, I haven't seen his framing yet.
Yeah.
But he called Neil and because they know each other, and he said, so I was wondering if you could come in and show me how to lace.
Oh.
So Neil went over and he already had someone in the back and she was lacing my pieces.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So he's trying to make you happy, eh?
He's definitely trying to make me happy, but
Yeah.
his question was, he said, I don't know how to price this.
Oh.
So I have a feeling that that is what the holdup is. And I haven't wanted to call because I don't want to bug. I don't want to, I don't like people breathing down my neck when it's like, you know, it's a big job.
Yeah.
7 pieces is a big job.
Yeah.
And he might just be trying to have all of them done before he contacts me, right?
Yeah.
And Neil said that the woman was lacing like every centimeter.
Oh.
And he said, you know, you don't need to do it that.
Mm-hmm.
He said you can take more of a gap in between your thing. So they were pinning it to get it straight and then lacing it like every centimeter. And not only that, they were trying to deal with all my extra fabric. I'm used to dealing with Neil where I just chuck a bunch of stuff at him, and he and his wife are cross stitchers, so he knows how to deal with it.
Yeah.
And you make these assumptions because you don't think sometimes from somebody else's perspective who's not used to doing that. Plus, I assumed he was going to be just pinning them. But because he hadn't asked my permission to trim some of the fabric, he was trying to salvage it, and he was trying to
Fold it up.
tuck it in neatly. And Neil said, yeah. He said, that'll be fine. You can trim that, and that'll make that, and you don't have to lace every centimeter. And so the fact that he went above and beyond trying to learn how to lace has me super impressed. So I know I haven't heard back from him yet, but I have a really good feeling. So, but yeah, my friend Neil framed these.
Excellent.
So Lizzie Kate.
Very good.
Also did Hibernation Day. I showed Hibernation Day really thoroughly in the video I did on the other channel last Friday. There's a screen cap on the top with Daniel and myself showing off Hibernation Day. So I won't show it or talk about it again now. But I'm thrilled with it. I love it. Did you see it downstairs?
I did.
So good.
I really enjoy actually walking by it numerous times.
Right? Yeah, they need it. We need some more cross stitch down there in that back area. Like the walls are a bit blank. And I finished my honey thief.
Yay. Oh my god, that's so cute.
Ta-da!
So cute. Do I need to move my large melon?
Your head isn't that big.
Apparently it is to some viewers.
Only when we sit too close. And I think it was aimed at both of us, not just you. So this is a design by Ellen, Maximum Cross Stitch.
Love it.
It's called the Honey Thief. Look at all those cute little bumblebees. Love that. Sounds like somebody's got their leaf blower going on outside. I don't know what they're doing. So this is funny because somebody left us a comment on the last video. She said, why are you stitching that when it's on the wall behind you? So in case you missed the story, these are Ellen's shop models. and I need to give those back to her at some point. And so I love these pieces. I wanted one for myself. That's why.
Very nice.
So first one's done. And I have my fabric ready for the monkey, the pineapple thief.
Excellent.
Which I will start later this year. There.
Oh God, I can't move this chair on this rug. Okay.
All right, you have a finish.
I do have a finish. Hold on to your socks, lady.
No way.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Ta-da, my
Hey.
necessity.
How, be honest. 15 minutes? 20
40.
minutes?
40 minutes.
40 minutes to
Yeah.
finish it.
I had 2 whips.
Yeah.
It took an hour, about an hour and 10 minutes to finish them both. I'll show you the next one, or I'll show you one that I finished when we're here next in 2 weeks, because it's at the Framers.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But yeah, my necessity.
Wow, my necessity.
Mary.
Shaded Stitchery.
Yeah.
Look at
So.
you. So
there
bring
was,
it
like,
in close so
so-
they can see the clouds. Because that tone on tone is
Yeah,
so fun.
It's amazing.
Yeah. Remember when we were looking at this, we're like, what is this? It's jungle print or it's
Yeah.
something. And Nuri's like,
Leopard.
those are leaves.
Sorry,
Which,
Nuri.
you know, the flower at the top is kind of a giveaway.
Yeah.
That you'd
For
already
sure.
you'd already stitched the flower in the bumblebee.
Yeah.
And neither of us, we were both like, oh, it's coffee beans. Oh, it's a It makes a lot more sense when you
Yeah.
when you know, well, when you look at them like
Definitely.
leaves, because then you're like, oh, of course, they're leaves on a vine.
That's us thinking outside of the box.
No, it looks great. Good for you.
Thanks.
Hey, well done.
Thank you.
This was a collaboration that we did with Nuri last summer. No, yeah,
Was it last summer?
spring. Spring. It was like
Okay.
April, I think.
Well, I know that
Yeah.
I brought this to Stitch North and I thought that I would get it done, and then I didn't pick it up again until
Yeah. Oh, it's lovely.
2 Sundays ago.
Yeah. Those scissors are so sweet.
Yeah.
in
And the
corner.
little caterpillar
Yeah.
up on the top left.
Oh.
Yeah. I think it's caterpillar.
Yeah.
I'm
I
assuming
think
it's
you're
caterpillar.
right.
Okay.
Oh, come on. There. Cute. So this is available as a PDF through Nuri's site, which is www.shadedstitchery.com. And we have the floss packs for the called for. I believe also that she did chart it with DMC conversion as well.
Yeah.
Lovely. This is, the skin combo is butter chicken and redwood.
It's a great combo.
Yeah, which is just beautiful. Love it. Congratulations. You
Thank
did it.
you.
You did it.
Thank you.
40 minutes. I know.
It's ridiculous sometimes,
You made a joke
right?
sometime that some time ago that I always thought was very funny. When you were talking about a project that you'd kind of abandoned, you're like, yeah, part of the course, it was 60% done. It was time to
Oh, yeah.
leave it.
Yeah. Oh, it's way beyond that. It's like 85% done. Kerri's out.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah.
I actually have another FO to show, FFO, but it's not mine. But I don't think I have ever shown this
I don't think so.
on Flosstube. So, speaking of shop models by our friend Ellen, this chart was released a number of months ago now. It's called Choose Violets. And it is so sweet. Well, guess what?
Yeah,
I have the model. I may have shown this, but I don't think I did. Look at that.
Very cute.
It's focusing on my teeth. There we go. Look at that.
It's really cute.
Okay, so now some interesting things to point out while I've got it close to you and in focus. You can see the lattice work here. So Ellen charted this for Roxy Floss Co on Night Owl. Now this is old dye lot Night Owl, so it's a little bit lighter than new Night Owl. However, equally as gorgeous. And because it was 40 count and lattice work, she used silk 103 for the lattice work. And also in the basket, she used that in the basket because it's got the back stitch there in between the rows to make it a little bit more fine. My plan is to stitch this on a 32 count and just use all cotton.
Yeah.
One other thing, if you have this pattern, you may notice that the basket with the violets in it on the model in the photo, you can see that the basket has been done with Smyrna cross. See that?
Yeah.
And that is not pointed out in the chart. They look like blocks of cross stitch. So, and which is great. I mean, you could do it either way. It really wouldn't matter. You could do them as full crosses, or you could do them as, you could take that block of 4 and turn it into a Smyrna cross. Because I'm doing it on 32, I think the Smyrna cross would be much too big, unless I did 4 Smyrna crosses.
Yeah.
So I will probably be doing mine in cross stitch.
Is it? I need to feel.
Yeah.
Does it have walnut in it? Oh yeah, it's heavy.
Isn't it nice?
Love it.
I'm pretty sure that Rai McGuy finished that. I'm pretty
So
sure that
nice.
Ryan finished it for Ellen. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
Beautiful little beads around the outside.
Mhm.
And then she just used her leftover piece of Night Owl as the backing fabric. Yeah, it's gorgeous.
We should go back and do hacky sack.
You're crazy. But isn't that pretty?
Yeah, I love it.
It's
I
just,
love the weight of it.
Yeah. Yeah. I love the colors in her flowers. She's very
They
good.
look like velvet.
Yeah. Yeah, really pretty. Ellen does great flowers.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, anyways, I thought I would share that because it's been sitting on my desk and I always enjoy it. And I think it's a shop model and I don't think I've ever shown it. So anyways, hope you enjoyed that. All right. So what have you been working on?
What haven't I been working on?
I know, right?
Well, I started this 2-week rotation with Lovely Dove, which I'm thinking is this one. Okay. And this is a ginormous, it's such a ginormous piece of fabric and ginormous roll rods
For a small piece.
for such a small piece.
Oh,
So
look at
this
that.
is on
Oh, wow.
Roxy
Pepita.
thank you, with the conversion that Hannah did, I believe.
Yeah.
And I don't know what I'm looking at here. Yep, there we go. So I've almost got the full Lovely Dove.
Lovely Dove.
I think I might have messed up a bit in her undercarriage there by her feet. She doesn't have as many markings there, but that's okay.
No one would have known if you
No.
hadn't pointed it out. I love the leaves on the flower.
Yeah, yeah, it's good. So that's a page finish and a bit more.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
So that is Lovely Dove by the Artsy Housewife. 40 count?
40 count.
40 count.
Yeah.
Amazing.
And then
Pepita.
the next thing I was working on is Elizabeth Eyeles.
Oh.
And I got quite a bit of work
Did you fill in
done
that
there.
missing stitch? In the
I don't
bird?
think I did. No, still missing.
Still missing.
Yeah, there'll be plenty
Wow,
of time.
Kerri, you're almost done.
Well, let's not get carried away.
Holy doodle.
Yeah.
Wow.
So I did quite a bit back in here.
Oh, it's so pretty.
Yeah, but there is end in sight for sure. Because really, for me, I love
Letters
all
are fun,
the letters,
right?
so
Yeah.
that goes by fast.
I love this sawtooth border
Yes.
here. That's
Yeah.
really pretty. So Elizabeth Eyeles by, why can't I remember?
I can't remember either. Oh, Scarlet
Scarlet
Letter.
House?
Scarlet Letter.
Scarlet Letter.
Same one that did Peacock Unicorn Badger.
Oh, yes. Okay.
Yeah, and
Elizabeth
this was
Eyeles.
for Laura's big birthday sal.
Yeah.
And I joked around on Instagram that I'm hoping to get it done before her next big birthday.
You can do
happen.
it.
It'll
You
happen.
can do it.
Yep.
Oh, it's so beautiful.
Thanks.
It's funny. That piece is on our shop model for the
The Hearthside.
The
I know,
Hearthside lap
that's
frame.
all my...
And I think I've been asked no fewer than 20 times what the piece is.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they're not interested in the lap frame. They want to know what you're stitching.
I know, because I pulled all my threads to the backside.
Yeah.
If you know me, I don't flip my work, and all of my loose threads are on the front of my work. So I've got all these loose threads hanging all loosey-goosey back here, and they're getting caught up in things, so...
You're going to have to bring them out.
Yeah.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Thank you.
So you started Lovely Dove.
Yeah.
I started Pretty Bird.
Right.
But I haven't done nearly as much as you, and I haven't gotten to the colors that are going to make it pop. Do you know what I mean?
Yep.
Right now I'm doing the vegetable colors. Gotta eat your vegetables though.
And the winter vegetables.
The winter vegetables, that's right. So I did start with the bottom of the bird. That's the bottom of the chart. Nice. So that you know what I'm aiming for here. That's the chart. Artsy Housewife, Pretty Bird. I love this chart.
It's beautiful.
This is 40 count biscuit, and it's another floss conversion that Hannah did. Roxy Floss Co. That's you.
That is me.
You make nice stuff.
Thanks.
Yeah, isn't it pretty?
It is.
I think that's Nebula. That blue.
Okay.
It's so good. Nebula is excuse me. Or am I lying? I think I'm lying. Was it Great Lakes? I thought that was Nebula. Oh, I'm a big liar. It was Great Lakes. Also one of my other favorite dark blues.
Yeah. I do love Great Lakes. Great Lakes and the Wiz. Love those colors.
Yeah. For Pete's sake. See, this is why it's nice to sit nice and close. There. Ooh, look at that sheen on that. Isn't that beautiful? Okay. So the construction company.
Oh my God, look at this forklift. It's doing pirouettes in the backyard. Forklift pirouettes.
The construction company that's hired to do the road work, all the road work, they've actually rented the place next door to us for the duration of this project. And so we're always seeing them, and there's a bunch of stuff dumped in the backyard and whatever. So it does make it a little bit noisier.
The mystery 5-gallon pails of mystery red paint.
No longer a mystery, actually. I know what those are for. Yeah, there's... maybe I'll try to take a picture later, but I don't know if you really want to see it. It's kind of... it is. It's hideous.
Yeah.
There's about 100 and some odd, maybe more, empty paint pails filled with
5-gallon paint
5-gallon paint pails with dried red paint and various rollers and
DMC 666.
Yeah, DMC
dried.
666 dried. And every week they would come pull up a truck and they would unload another load of these buckets. I'm like, what are they doing? Of course, when they unloaded them, they weren't dry, so it really stank. Every time you go to the car, I'd be like. So what that is that's where they were painting. They were painting stuff for the bus lanes over on King Street. Some of the bus lanes have red, like it's painted. It's all painted red.
Oh.
Yeah, and apparently they're going to be doing the same thing out here in certain areas for where the bus lanes are.
All right.
I think it's where the bus stops.
Okay.
So it's all painted like full red.
Yeah.
That's what it's from. And they're probably going to try somehow to reuse those buckets, I'm thinking. That's, anyways, best guess.
Okay. They're not reusing those rollers.
No. One would hope not. Yeah. Anyway, so fun and games. Fun and games here at the Evertote workshop. So yes, Lovely Dove and Pretty Bird. I do love Gigi's stuff, man. Yeah. It's so good.
Yeah, she's very good.
So fun.
I'm very excited about her market releases. Yeah. I may or may not have, but I did pre-order a lot of them. Most of them.
Yeah. Her stuff is great.
Yeah.
Okay. I have been working on, in case you didn't know, The SALentine with love, a SALentine celebration. This is a collaboration between this one over here and myself and Jacob of Modern Folk Embroidery. And I have been hosting a stitch along. And
oh, that's so good.
Here's where I'm at. Now, Aura, who is also stitching this. She's a customer and viewer who's also stitching along, and she's been posting her progress on our Friday Off the Grid group as well as Instagram. And on the Friday Off the Grid group, she made the comment, because she's a little bit ahead of me, and I think my math may have been off for my daily stitch count. I have to redo my math and make sure, but I think I may have calculated too many days because I didn't take into account February is a short month, right? Well, I calculated 30 days, and I needed 230 stitches approximately per day in order to be done in 30 days, which I just assumed was March 15th, but it probably isn't.
Okay.
So she factored in 280 stitches, and she's been trying to do in between 230 and 280 stitches per day.
So what I'm hearing is that you need to up your game and get crack-a-lackin'.
What you're hearing is that I am going to continue to stick to 230 stitches per day, and I might not be done until the 17th.
Okay, fair enough.
Or 18th, possibly. We'll see. If the math is that wrong. But I mean, it's not a huge chart.
No.
It's not a huge chart.
That's the same size as the countdown chart?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm a week in.
Yeah. Here.
And I have the bottom quarter done.
Yeah.
Not maybe, yeah. It's not,
I would
it's
even
not
say
a quarter, right?
I'd say it's like a third.
That's not a third.
It's not a third?
No.
Okay.
You need your
Fair enough.
eyeballs checked.
Yeah.
That's not a third. I'd say a quarter.
Yeah. It's not an overly intense border.
No, it's not.
Oh.
It is easy to mix up.
Little stitch heavy.
Yeah.
Little stitch heavy in the middle.
Yeah. So we've also had some questions about the blue, the floss color. I know a couple of stitchers have swapped out their blue because they preferred a darker blue than what came in the box, and that's totally fine. So what we just need you to remember is that Jacob's charts are digital renderings. They are not the actual floss color. So this is the floss color that we all chose together, and this is just how it appeared on the cover model. So
yep.
Honeymoon is the blue, Raspberry Puree is the dark pink, and Oink is the medium pink. I love it so much. Look at it. One more close up for you. Look at that. Oh, I also mixed up my my vase in the middle.
Yeah.
That was an error.
Okay.
By the time I was done
yeah.
stitching that bottom vase, I realized that I'd stitched it in the wrong color. It was supposed to be the lighter pink to match the outer urns.
Yeah.
And at that point, I wasn't going to change it.
No.
So I went with it. I'm not mad about it.
No, it looks great.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah, I saw it. You posted that on Instagram. I thought, ruh-roh. But I couldn't pick it out, so.
Yeah, it was a whoopsie.
Yeah.
Whoopsie doodle. But, oh well.
I've got a pretty big whoopsie doodle on one of mine.
Oh, dear.
Yeah. So while you've got that out, I might as well show you this.
Yes.
Because I am doing one of the smalls that was in... That's in the
it was in
booklet.
the box version. There were 3 extra charts that were exclusive to the box.
Can I ensure that you'll put up a picture? Oh, maybe it's on
I
the
don't
back of the
have
thing.
this. I only have the other version.
Oh, okay.
Oh, you know what? Hang on. I do.
Okay. Righto.
So,
There's your smalls.
there we go. So again, these were exclusive to the box. I'm certain Jacob will release them at some point, but not soon.
Yep. So I'm doing the 2 birds.
Yep.
And that's where I'm at.
Oh,
That's super cute. I like it.
those really are sweet.
Yeah. Typical Kerri. Working the hearts, working the hearts, working the hearts. There's one more heart. Yeah, I'm going to move on. I'm going to move on.
75%. 75%.
Yeah. So I'll come back to that. I don't know why I'm like that.
I do it too. I like to move around. The fact that I'm not moving around here is probably because I don't have to, but I'm counting stitches.
Oh.
And it was Margaret. Margaret left a comment on one of my other videos and asked, why I see people counting stitches and why do they do that and what's the point? And it's really a sort of, your mileage may vary kind of question. It's a very personal thing. Some people like setting goals and seeing if they can achieve the goals. I don't generally tend to ever count stitches on a regular basis.
No.
The only reason I am doing it for this project is because I'm hosting a stitch along, and I have put it on myself that I need to do a certain amount every day in order to achieve the goal and have it done.
Yeah. Sorry. So yeah, you had to know your stitch count for your
I had to know the stitch
goals.
count in order to be done it. I mean, I'm really loving these stitch alongs, and now that there's so many people joining in, I feel a bigger responsibility to actually do what I say I'm gonna do, right?
Yeah,
So,
for sure.
which has actually been incredibly motivating and really fun seeing everybody else stitching the same thing at the same time.
Yeah,
It's been
definitely.
great. And not everybody started at the bottom. Some people started in the middle because that's where they like to start. Some people started at the top. Yeah, it's great.
So if I'm not working off a pattern keeper, I do tend to like to know how many stitches, just guesstimating, and I know that I can do about 60 stitches on 40 count with one length of floss.
Yeah.
So I know that if I've done
Yeah.
5 lengths of floss, then I'm somewhere around 300 stitches.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
They're so
But
great.
You know what? You know what happens with me?
What?
Is that okay? This might be a me thing. When you pump gas,
Okay.
and say you've got in your mind that you want $50 worth of gas,
Yes.
so you're pumping, and it goes to $50.01.
Oh.
What do you do?
I
just
don't,
walk
because
away?
that's not how I pump gas.
Okay. Me, I have to go up to the next. So now I have to hit 5 1/4, and God forbid if it goes to like 5.27,
Oh yeah.
then I have to go to 50. It's a thing.
Yeah, no, I do that with other things. I can definitely directly relate that to other things that I do in my life, like light switches, right? If the light switch doesn't click a certain way, it's a feel and it's a sound. If it doesn't click the right way, then I'm scared I'm going to burn the house down.
Okay.
So I have to click it back on and back off again.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. So you're in the team that doesn't sound right.
Doesn't sound right.
Yeah. I do that with our
Doesn't
furnace
feel
all the
right.
time.
Doesn't sound right. Got to do it again. Click,
Yeah.
click. Yeah. And it doesn't happen every time,
No.
but it's that didn't feel right. Click, click.
Okay.
Don't want to burn the
Okay,
house
good.
down.
I'm glad
Definitely.
I'm not the only
No,
neurotic one sitting in this room.
I do. But no, with
stuff.
gas, I do myself a favor because I know I am very, very bad at letting it go almost completely empty.
Oh.
So when I stop, I try to fill it up, and I don't watch the numbers.
Yeah.
I mean, I try to, try to pick the gas station that's got the better price. I
Yeah,
do
yeah.
watch that. Those are numbers. And then, that time when you finally can't wait any longer and you have to fill up, and then like 2 hours later, the price drops and you're like, no,
You always need to come to St. Thomas.
that's annoying. Yeah, but I'd have to spend money on gas to get out to St.
That's
Thomas.
true. But it would save you a lot. Like this past week, gas has been 20 cents cheaper. Like the gas station that's 7 minutes from my house on Wellington.
Holy cow.
Yeah, it was at 132 all week, and you guys were 149, 151.
So coming towards London?
Well, for me, it's when I'm going home.
Right.
It's the mobile station on the left-hand side on Wellington. Around, it's at Ferguson, Wellington.
Yeah, I don't know what that.
Yeah, it's not too far. You're
Okay,
still.
huh.
I mean, still, it would be probably a
That's a big difference.
16 to 17 minute drive for you.
We're too fat. We're talking about gas prices.
Yeah, that's where we've gone.
Gas prices in a place where you probably don't live. Oh, fun and games.
Yep.
All right.
Okay, moving on.
Yeah.
Enough about the gas. You didn't come here for gas.
So you showed them that?
Yep.
Yeah, that is really pretty.
Yep. And as always, Bloody Jacob.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, this will be a quick one.
It's
No.
not. There is a lot more stitching in there than you think there is.
Yeah. All those little bits and
But,
bobs.
oh, it's so pretty.
the fiddly bits.
The fiddly bits. Fiddly bits. Okay, so what else are you
What
working
else
on?
do I have? Next thing on my planner was coffee and eggs, and I think that got promoted from Q-Snap to Scroll
Ooh,
Rod.
fancy.
I Apparently Kerri only works with quarter yards, and even when she
You
doesn't
never
need them,
cut anything down.
I never do. What's this? That's what I do there.
Oh, that. Oh, you're going to love that. Wait till you.
Maybe it didn't
see
get
that.
promoted. It didn't get promoted.
No,
It's still demoted
no.
onto Q snaps.
No.
It's not. Can't say that.
Demoted. Demoted. No. You mean.
I prefer to work off of scroll rods, but I don't have the collection that Caroline does. So.
I keep telling her she
I know.
knows someone. I do
So.
rather have a big. Oh, so
Yeah, so I
good.
made
Look
a
at
lot
that.
of progress on this, and
Wow.
because I forgot that it was Q snapped, it's not pressed. Sorry about that. So yeah, really coming along.
Oh.
I'm dreading doing that second egg.
Really?
Yeah, just
Why?
the white stitches, and you're with magnification, so
Yeah, but
your
it's-
stitches don't
Well,
look great. and-
it's one strand though, so
Yeah.
it won't bother you as much as
No,
two
it'll be
strands
fine.
would.
So I love it. I
Just
can
get
hardly
over
wait
yourself
to
and
get this.
stitch it already.
Hardly wait
Oh,
to
it
get
looks
this done.
so good. Wow. I love
And-
the color of her sweater.
Yeah,
That's great.
yeah, it's good. Lauren, New Hampshire stitcher.
Mm-hmm.
She has forethought, so she changed the lady's hair to match her hair. I'm such a loser. Why would I do that? I have all that floss up
Because you're
on
good at
hand.
following directions.
I guess so.
That's why.
I just like to be spoon fed. So I really like it. Love that little pen.
Yeah.
And yeah,
Okay, so 40 count Panettone.
Panettone.
Or is it? Is it Speculaas? That one?
I think it is Speculaas. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's definitely Speculaas.
40 count Speculaas.
Yeah.
And again, floss conversion by Hannah, Roxy
Mhm.
Floss Co. Beautiful. Love.
Thanks. Really like that. Want to get that framed into my kitchen.
I prefer Q snaps when the piece fits inside the snap.
When the entire design fits
I
inside
do
that.
not like Q snaps that have extra fabric hanging over.
Oh.
That is like clicking a light switch for me.
Okay.
It has to be on the inside. I have to see the whole thing.
Yeah.
I have done it before, but the way that the thing rubs the fabric,
Mm.
I don't like that.
Okay.
When I know it's the extra fabric.
Yeah.
Right? Because I don't know. It's just I just don't like it.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. So that coffee and eggs, that was a week ago Sunday, and that was the day that I finished my two finishes, my necessity and the other one that you'll have to
Oh.
wait 2 weeks for.
You did a ton of work that day.
I did. Go ahead.
Okay. I have seen a few finishes of this lately.
That's a monster Q snap, man.
I love it.
Yeah.
So this is an 11 by 17. And I happened to have an 11 by 17 and it had just fit the fabric perfectly. So a wide 1/8 the fabric will fit perfectly in an 11 by 17 Q snap. This is Jeanette Douglas, Flowers for You. I'll show you. Excuse me. There's the chart. Go. Isn't that great?
That is great.
Here's mine. Ta-da!
Love it. You're plugging along.
Yeah. So I picked it up yesterday after not having worked on it for ages, but I know Jessica, Jessica that we know from north of us, as well as Michelle.
Jessica
We
from
met
north of
them.
us?
We met them. Well, I don't want to say where they're from
Oh,
because
okay.
I don't have their
Like
permission.
a city? Oh, they're from a city or town? North
Yes,
of,
north
okay,
of us.
this
Yes,
city or
we
town?
met them at Jacob Palooza.
Okay, yeah,
as
yeah,
well.
yeah. Okay.
So,
I'm with you. I'm picking up what you're putting down.
but they both finished and posted on Instagram their finishes. Oh, they were so good.
Yeah.
So this is Kerri's Roxy Floss Co Candy Apple Linen. It's 28 count linen. And again, floss conversion by our floss boss, Hannah, who is master at taking Kerri's floss and
Yeah.
putting it in a pack together for us to be able to do it. So I love it. I can't wait to get to the one on which one am I? Yeah, this side.
Yeah.
Because the blues in the floss pack are so good.
Yeah.
So you can can see that blue there. That comes out into play in that third vase.
Yeah.
It's so good.
Nice.
So
That's what you're doing right now then, right? The left side?
no, actually.
Oh, no, you're
I'm
leaving that
gonna eat
one for
my
last.
vegetables first kind of girl.
Mhm.
So no, I'm doing the right. They're all beautiful.
Yeah.
But no, I'm saving that one for the last.
Good one.
The border is fiddly because it is 6 stitches of one color and then 6 stitches of another color. And so I'll show you my back because here's what I've been doing, because I don't like to have loose strands. So I will load 2 needles, one with each color. I'll do 5.5 stitches of the one color and then leave the needle and thread on the front of the fabric. And then take the color, the other color, finish the 6th stitch, and then at the back sew the floss through the stitches that I just did, and then bring my needle up and stitch the next 5.5 stitches, so on and so forth all the way across. There is also another, see there's another little single stitch in between each one.
Yeah. That would be cross country all the way. For
Yeah.
Kerri.
So there, can you see it? See how there's those single stitches all the way in there? I can't do cross country. I just can't do it. So it's going to be single stitch, flip, bury the thread.
Oh,
single
my
stitch,
goodness.
flip, bury the thread. You know
Crazy
what?
lady.
I've got the flip frame mechanism. It's dead easy. And that way I'm happy. I know it's secure. I know it's not flopping around in the back.
Okay. Like mine.
Like yours. You know.
I
that's
also
what it
have
is.
the flip frame mechanism, and that thing is rusted closed.
They don't actually do
don't rust.
that. Thank you.
It flips like butter if I wanted it to, but I don't.
So that's so funny because, you know, we're talking about your loose threads on the back and how that would drive me crazy, and some of the things that I do that drive you crazy. My mother-in-law, she was British, and we always knew when she didn't like something
Oh yeah.
because she had this phrase that she would use. So you like that, do you?
Oh, there's no reading between the lines on that one. Oh goodness.
When we bought our house and they came over to look at it for the first time. We have a really strange house. I mean, you'd have to see it to believe it. It's really weird. We love it, but it's quirky.
Yeah.
And so one of the things that's kind of strange in it is that it has this fireplace. Then the house was built by one of the local builders back in the 80s in our city. And it was the house that he built for his family. And there's a lot of salvaged material in it that they clearly pulled from other job sites and whatnot. And a lot of the things that were done in the house were not done very well, which we have had to fix over the years. But anyways, I digress. The fireplace, I don't know if they pulled it out of a church or
I was gonna say Louis VIII's bedroom.
some kind of weird something, but it's this really ornate fireplace with it's marble, and there are little guards on either side of it, and it's actually it's beautiful,
Unbelievable.
It's beautiful. It's clearly been salvaged from somewhere, no idea where, but like little bits of marble is missing and has been chipped off and whatnot. It's not in pristine condition or anything, but it's really a unique piece. My mother-in-law, oh, so you like that, do you? John and I just about died. We're like, yeah, we do. We do. Oh, yeah, she was so funny. She was a wonderful woman.
It sounds it.
She really was. Okay, so yeah, flowers for you. That's coming along.
Nice.
And that is all I've been working on. I have some new starts planned, but
Okay.
I know you still have.
I still have a number of things actually. No, I don't have a number of things. I have a couple of things. That's not it. Okay, so Antonio
Pueyo.
Antonia Pueyo.
Jan Hicks.
1913, Jan Hicks. I've really been giving her on this one.
Beautiful. Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
look at that. Wow,
So-
Kerri.
I had to edit my post because I called this peanut brittle.
Yeah, that's not.
No, I went and started making cup of tea. And it's like, that's not peanut brittle.
I can't, you haven't been able to dye peanut brittle in 2 years.
Yeah. I don't know why, it was on the brain. So this is Panettone. My floss conversion.
Oh.
And
yes, Kerri did this one.
yeah.
Oh, look at it.
Yeah, I'm really pleased with it.
Do you have the chart? Do you have the cover?
I do.
Oh man, that's good.
Sorry for the zip. It's in plastic. I'm not gonna bother taking it out.
Wowza.
Jan signed mine.
That is just so beautiful.
Yeah, I really like it.
So Jan's version has gone more red.
Yes.
And Kerri's has gone more burgundy.
I tried to stay a little truer to the original with that burgundy. But then I really liked
to be, that is the original that you're seeing on a cover model.
Oh, for sure.
Not the original.
No.
Which Jan did the reproduction from.
Yeah.
So it's quite, it's more likely that this is closer to the colors on that.
Yeah.
So what you're doing is taking it from what you see on the cover.
Right. Yes. I really love both versions.
Yeah.
I love the original, and then how Jan, I feel like she modernized it. It's
Yes.
a lot cleaner colors. But I really love this, so I kind of wanted the best of both worlds. So that's where I went with it.
It's really pretty. I love
Thank
that
you.
tone on tone there with the,
Yes.
What color is that?
I've got old lace. That first,
Yeah.
the first bar on the outside, the outer border is old lace, and then it goes to cobblestone, and then I can't remember the third color. I haven't used it yet, but I'm starting to get down to the meat and potatoes of it. The next page, that's a page finish that you see there. Mirkwood.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so good.
Yeah, I'm really excited to get to this. The big border in the. Oh, that's really glary right there.
Ah! It's just beautiful.
Thanks. I am really happy with it. It was worth the 1 year of marinating.
I kind of have FOMO. I want to stitch this too.
It's unexpected. Like it's.
So I have a thought.
Okay.
So Kerri and I were talking, as we do, and she was at home and she sent me a picture and she said, "Oh, look what came." And frankly, I didn't even know that you had ordered that.
Oh yeah. Did I bring that? No, I didn't bring it.
It's a Reflet de Soie sampler. It's an alphabet sampler. It's huge. It's
a big boy.
gorgeous.
It's like 700 wide by almost 500.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Yeah.
And I said, "Oh, well, just so happens that I have something fairly similar."
Oh yeah.
And now I'm wondering if I could convert this model to more of those colors. But I don't know. I really love these colors too.
They are nice.
So I'll show you what I'm talking about. This is F. Delum 1873, a French alphabet sampler. This is a Shakespeare's Peddler piece. I mean, come on. Look at that.
Yeah.
Look at the border. Little delicate, beautiful border. Those beautiful, sweet little vignettes at the bottom. Oh,
It's really pretty.
I love it.
You definitely need to start that.
I have to start this year.
Yeah.
And surprisingly, it's not. Oh, hi.
Sorry.
That's okay. Okay.
Yeah, you definitely need to start that this year.
Yeah. I was just going to say there's not that many colors in it.
No.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 12 or 13 colors. That's it.
Count carefully. Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Row. There's a warning.
But for 7 stitches. I don't know what that means. That's going to require, it's a hefty
It's hefty,
pattern.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Mine's about the same way. I think the pattern,
Oh.
the chart was 39 pages,
Oh,
something like that.
I love it. Love it. This is absolutely beautiful.
Thank you.
Really, really gorgeous.
That's not it. This is it.
Right.
Yeah, I think I'd mentioned that I had a whoopsie with it, but this entire line is not supposed to be that color, but I've already ripped it out twice because I didn't like the colors that I chose. Yeah, I know what you're thinking. It's fine. She's like side-eyeing me from behind the linen. Just do it! Because I converted it and I started stitching it and I didn't like one of the colors, so I pulled them out. I chose another color and that went into the final conversion.
Yes.
That's what we're selling to people.
Yes.
Calm down.
Yeah, okay. So this is what is in the pack.
It is.
Okay.
It is, yeah. But this line was
change it
supposed to
again.
be, no, this line was supposed to be this outer color, but it's, sorry. Sorry,
Oh.
folks. It's going to be that color all the way
Okay.
across.
Well, that's fine.
Yeah.
There you go.
That's all right.
Wow. That is just beautiful.
Thanks.
Side eye. Oh, that's funny. So, you have one more work in progress, I think, right?
I've got two, actually.
Oh, two.
Yeah. I'll have to reconsult this, but, yeah. So, this was
Oh, yes.
Windflower and the Whale.
I do have the chart here. I had the chart here.
It's underneath the 11-17.
No,
Oh, no, it's
it
not
was,
anymore.
and then I moved it. Here it is.
Okay.
Wildflower and the Whale? No, Windflower.
Windflower and the Whale.
Windflower and the Whale by Cosford Rye Stitchery.
And I just love that. I love it.
That is so good.
I had stitched the whale's tail and then I was texting with Caroline. I said, oh, I should have this finished by the weekend. Then I stitched in the bottom of the pond. Yeah, that's a deep pond. That's a lot of water.
Yeah. Oh.
So very happy with that.
It's
I really like it.
beautiful.
Kelly did such a great job with this. And the back stitching, not that my back stitching is stellar or anything, but on that,
The ship.
the ship,
Yeah,
yeah.
there you go.
Amazing.
Yeah. So that is a 40 count
40 count,
40 count.
cloud break.
cloud break.
Yep, with the conversion.
Yep. Roxy Floss Co floss conversion.
Yeah.
There's enough floss to stitch all three charts.
All three of them, yeah. Now,
Oh, and we mentioned the last time we showed this that we didn't include an orange.
because there's one stitch out of all the smalls.
Yeah, but there's one other color that we didn't also. There are two reds. I think this ship here. Do you see the flags up on the? Oh, this maybe is better.
Yeah.
This photo here. See, there are these three flags here. There are two different colors of red in those flags, but one of them only used like 4 stitches.
Yeah.
So we only included one skein of red for everything, and instead of having 2 different colors of red.
Yeah.
So no,
We called it.
orange and yeah, beautiful. Wow.
Yeah, I really like that.
chart.
And then the last thing is I got my February portion and a small bit of March done on my Modern Folk Embroidery 2024 SAL. No time like the present. Maybe I could double this up. Is that working? Yeah.
Yeah.
So
that
this
is
over
so
here
beautiful.
is where I was supposed to end. And I did this when we were on holidays last month off of Good Notes. So on the on the paper pattern or the digital, each month is broken out
Yes.
with strips of
Yes.
this is where you're supposed to be. However, I'm working off of Pattern Keeper. I forgot that tablet when I went away, so I
Right.
was working off of Good Notes.
Right.
Then I got home, opened it up on my Android tablet, forgot that I was working off of Pattern Keeper, and I just kept going and going, and I'm thinking, where is this page break? Well, it was way up here. So
Yeah. Oops.
yeah.
It's beautiful. So
Thank you.
Future you is grateful because you're well into March.
Yeah,
It's beautiful.
Definitely.
That is so
Thanks.
beautiful.
yeah. I really
So
like
hang
it.
on, show it again.
Oh, okay.
Listen to me, Bossy McBosserson pants. That is 40 count,
36.
36 count
Yeah.
Speculaas.
With ochre and Mountain Range.
Yeah. Oh, it's beautiful.
Yeah, I really like it.
Mountain Range is the lighter, slightly lighter in the same family as
Yeah.
Honeymoon.
Honeymoon.
That one there. So good.
And that's all of my stitching.
Okay, so
No, it's not. Good. So yeah, the last thing that I have, and this was a start because I'm a crazy person,
oh yes,
was the Dimension, Hello Dimension Sal that Liz Matthew
yeah,
is hosting.
it is so sweet.
I don't think that's focusing.
Okay, where were we?
Yeah, I was just trying to get this into focus. Right. It's the Hello Dimension Sal that Liz from Hello Liz
Hello Kitty.
Hello from
Liz Matthews. Yeah.
So she hosted this sal, which I just love.
Yeah.
I don't know how she finds the time to do that. She's got some pretty busy personal stuff going on, and then just her whole business.
Yeah. This is so
So
sweet.
yeah, so I thought, well, it's petite. So the finished design is 6 by 6.
Nothing with dimensions kits are ever petite.
No.
Yeah.
Love the
For
happy
real.
floss. I was so happy that I could use all the little tags that I collect
nice.
from the people gift us at retreats. So the floss pack is really
That's
fun and bright. It's not even DMC. I think they have their own company that
I think they do too.
does it. It's nice to stitch with. It's good.
Dimensions kits are fun.
Yeah. So I'm
look
playing
at you
catch
go.
up. So I'm a little bit behind. Don't even judge this. So the piece of fabric, the piece of Ada was too small to go into
Yeah,
the
that
Q-snap
makes
that I
sense.
like to work on. Definitely too small to go onto scroll rods. So
Yeah.
I thought, well, I use felt
Yeah.
to protect the fabric. So I thought, why not just sew the felt
Yeah.
onto the Ada? It wasn't a great idea.
No?
I should have sewn on like cotton and then still used the felt on the Q-snap.
Oh.
Because it's not quite as grippy.
Okay.
I think it's the combination of the two things.
It's the combo of the two, yeah.
So
yeah.
don't do that. I did follow, I mean, I'm a dyer of Ada, so I know this, that you have to scour the fabric. But when I first pulled this out,
Yes.
oh my, it was crunchy.
It's a stiff fabric.
Yeah, so I did scour it.
Do you want to explain what that means?
So scouring is just the process of taking off any manufacturer's sizing that's on the material when it comes off the reels from being woven. It's much better now. I just did it hot water. I did Dawn dish liquid because that's what I had at home, and then rinsed it really well. Oh, and I had done this after I'd already stitched. It's like I cannot continue with this Ada. So I did that, gave it a good pressing, steam pressing, and it's fine.
Yeah.
Those the threads didn't die or didn't run.
It does tend to shrink a little bit.
Yes, definitely. So I am behind. I think part of it, that's kind of blowing out, but I think part of it is
Just bring it up a little closer. There you go.
There's 4 colors in that.
Yeah.
Which is
there you go.
There. I was supposed to fill in 2 of the windows, and then I started looking, and it calls for 4 threads. I think it's just 10 stitch.
Probably.
But 4 threads on 18
and
count.
4 different colors.
Yeah.
It's blended.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there's lots of new things that Kerri's learning.
Yeah. But does it ever make it look good?
Cute. And I remember I was sitting beside someone at Stitch North at one of those moments where you could actually just sit down and take a breather.
Yeah.
And she was just finishing up with her French knots on this, and it was so cute.
It was Mona, wasn't it?
Was it Mona? Younger girl.
Oh,
she was there with her mom.
I know exactly who that is.
She was there with her mom, and yeah, it was really good. It was so cute. So I mean, I'm not going to blow smoke. I'm not going to be able to keep up with this, but I'll try. I keep thinking if Liz can do it, I can do it. If Liz can do it, she's just as busy, if not busier. I don't know if she has small children. I don't know what the... But she's got a busy business.
That's fun. Can you hear the banging?
Daniel.
Daniel is assembling and shipping, packing and shipping Hearthside floor stands today. So he always tests them all. He puts them all together, tests everything, and then disassembles them. So it does create a little bit of banging. When he first started doing that here, every time he would pound something, Luna would bark. And then he'd wait, and then he'd pound again, and she'd bark. And they'd have this little conversation.
But she's desensitized to it now.
Now she's desensitized to it, yeah. So I may have mentioned I'm going away next week.
Yeah.
I am going to visit my daughter. Sarah is, she's working in the States. Currently, her job, she tends to move around a lot, but all of the work that she's done so far have been for different companies in the United States. And so I am going to tag along with her next week.
That's so great.
Yeah, we fly out on Sunday, and I am totally glomming on. So I'm gonna mooch off her hotel room, which is, of course, you know, her company pays for that. And yeah, I'm gonna hang out with her for the week. So
it will be a good time.
I'm excited. So as we do, I have been planning what to take with me. Because she still has to work during the day. So I'm gonna have some time to myself during the day. So I have a few things that I have prepared that I'm gonna take with me. I've been toying with taking my lap frame. I am checking a bag. I have lots of room in my bag. There's no reason why I can't take it. I also will have lots of room in my carry-on since I'm taking a checked bag. There's no reason why I couldn't disassemble my lap frame and take it with me. It makes such a difference to my hand.
Sure.
Like an entire week of stitching with a Q-snap held in my hand, I'll be hurting.
Yeah.
So I do think that I am going to take it with me. But I'm trying to focus on smaller projects.
Right.
This is one that I need to get started. This is part 4 of our collaboration with 1897 Schoolhouse Samplers. It is My Heart is in Flames. I have stitched the previous 3. Part 5 is coming out in the middle of March. March 15th is when we're supposed to release part 5. I would really like to have this completed before part 5 comes out.
Sorry, this is 3 or 4?
This is 4.
Okay.
Yeah, I've done the first 3. This is number 4.
Yeah.
And Shiloh X Stitch MD is currently also stitching this.
Yeah.
It's got little bluebells on there. You see
I
that?
noticed.
They're pretty.
Very good.
So I can't show you the picture yet because it's not released. But I can tell you that Leanne has had all 5 of her pieces now finished into the fully finished project. It is glorious, you guys.
Is it? Oh.
I'll show you afterwards.
Okay.
It is amazing. It is exactly what I envisioned in my mind of where I wanted this project to go. It's incredible. It's really phenomenal. I can't wait to share it with you. I do have to wait until we release part 5 though, because of course it has, part 5 is in the middle, and that has not been released yet. So it is gorgeous. So I really want to be able to make mine in whatever version format that's gonna happen, but seeing it all put together. So the idea is to make an eye patch. And there are 5 stitched squares, and then you will add whatever material, quilting cotton or flannels or something from your stash to fill in the 4 remaining holes, make an eye patch, and then turn that into some kind of project. The project that Leanne had hers turned into is a large style shoulder bag, and it is so good. It's so good.
That's exciting.
So I need to get on. I need to get cracking, and I need to stitch part 4. So I have prepped my fabric. It's all ready to go in my Q-snap. So I've actually, because I've prepped 2 projects, I'll show you. I did these the opposite way around from each other. So this one, I had a little bit more length on my linen. So I put my felt, I use cotton quilt batting on the inside of my bars to help grab the fabric. And so I put the batting on the inside.
And you always work in the ditch on Q-snaps.
I do.
Yeah.
What that means is this is how my fabric is. I don't stitch on this side because especially with these smaller frames, it makes it really hard to sew your needle in if you're working, closer to the edges and whatnot. It also keeps your fabric cleaner if you're holding your Q-snap a lot. You're never touching the design. So yeah, so that's what that's for. It's 40 count panettone with the called for flosses. We've been selling these all along. There's the initial part 1 comes with the big floss pack, and then each subsequent pack has a little booster pack.
Yeah.
So sometimes it's only been 1 or 2 skeins, sometimes it's a little bit more. There's options for 1/2 versus 2/2. It's a whole thing. But yeah, that is ready to go.
Nice.
So I'm not starting it until I get there.
Okay.
Then I thought, well, what other small projects do I have that I really want to get started?
Excellent.
Hands-on design, 12 days of Christmas.
Yeah.
I have finished 1 day of Christmas. I have finished the partridge, and it's in the other room. So, but you can, I mean, it's not fully finished because of course I'm going to wait till I do all 12 of them, but I have finished that one. So it's about time that I did another one. And look at how sweet that is.
And these would
so pretty.
do well for your 50 finishes, maybe?
Yeah, maybe.
Start busting
Yeah.
those out?
Yeah.
There's 12.
Because they're small. They're super small. You're right, actually. So I am using Roxy Floss Co Candy Apple. It is what is it? 32? I think that's 32 count.
I think so.
Yeah, that's not 28. That's 32 count. So Roxy Floss Co 32 count and floss conversion by Hannah. Now, the colors in, you know what? I'm going to have to go and get partridge to show you because then I can talk about the colors. Okay, so these designs they're all so sweet. So here's my finish of day 1 partridge. And if you can see, our flosses, we went just a little more touch of like an acidy green color.
Are you using Verd?
In there, yes.
Yeah.
It is Verd's the word. So,
Such a good floss.
right?
Love it.
Verd's the word, and artichoke and kernel mustard.
Yeah.
All these great kind of vibrant colors. And so that's day 1, or yeah, day 1. And Doves is next. And Doves is a smaller chart, right? So it shouldn't take me that long.
Famous last words.
So that is ready to go. And you can see on this one, because I had less fabric margin, I put my cotton batting on the outside of the fabric to help grab the linen inside the snap, and it works really well. Keeps it snug. And these are older Q snaps as well. You know what happens over time, the snaps start to loosen up and they're not as tight as when they're brand new, but they still work just fine.
Yep. I've got 1 set of clamps that I actually have to put 2 pieces of felt in.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they're so loose.
I've heard that if you run them through the dishwasher, they tighten back up a little bit.
I can see that.
So we could try it. See if we could report
Top
back.
rack.
Yeah.
Top rack.
Top rack. See if it works. So those are my plans.
Good.
I also, of course, will be taking my stitch along.
Yep.
And some knitting.
Sounds good.
I need to finish my second sock.
Yep.
Like, it's about time.
Yeah.
Really finish that second sock. I'm tempted to take another piece, but I feel like it's too much. I feel like I'd be giving myself too much choice, and then I'd be sitting there stewing in indecision.
Yeah. So you're bringing 4? Is that right?
I would have 3 cross stitch pieces, and well, I will finish that sock, and I love knitting on the airplane. So
yeah,
I will probably bring 2 socks.
Okay.
Maybe I'll start a new sock.
Why
Like
not?
I'll finish my striped sock and I'll start a new one.
Yeah. Go for it.
Yeah, why not? Okay. Yeah, that's it. That is it. I have come to the end of what I had.
Excellent.
Have you
Same.
come to, you've already packed up.
I'm out. I did back up.
Oh, that's funny. All right, that is it for us today. Happy Thursday, everybody.
We actually won't see anybody. Not that we're actually seeing you. Well, we are kind of seeing
We
you.
are,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's very abstract.
I know, but it doesn't you read the comments and you feel like you get to know people.
Yeah, that's
more
true.
they comment, and you do feel like we're having a conversation.
Yeah. But we don't have a shop update next week, and
No.
you're gone next week, so it's actually going to be 2 weeks. before we see everybody again.
That's right. Well, I will be putting up a
you-
video or two over on the
Before
other
I
channel.
see
Yes.
everyone.
Yes. Well, you're the queen. You're who everybody wants to see anyway. So.
Okay. Okay. Not picking that up, but thank you.
Man, it's all just so good, isn't it?
It is. I don't know. It's so hard.
It's so good.
So many things to stitch.
You did a lot of stitching in the
I did.
even the last week.
Yeah, I did. I've been really.
You really
giving her-
stitched a lot. It's
I actually
amazing.
might have to back it off a bit because I'm starting to feel a little tightness in my forearm.
Oh,
So I might have to.
yeah.
And I haven't been knitting. I haven't knit since we were away.
Oh,
I've been reading a lot
yeah.
and stitching a crap metric ton.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
All right.
I guess that's it.
That's it.
We'll see you when
In
we
2
see
weeks.
you. Happy stitching, everybody.
Bye, everyone.
Take care.